Enabling is not caring for an addict. It's actually avoiding emotional discomfort within yourself. You're feeling discomfort. That person is out using or being manipulated, and you feel discomfort, hoping that they don't hurt themselves, hoping that you could it's actually a power move, I believe. It's the same thing as when I talk about narcissists and codependent. They both are about power. And so when you enable an addict, you are thinking you have the power and control to fix this fucking person. Welcome to the Secret Life Podcast. Tell me your secret. I'll tell you mine. Sometimes you have to go through the darkness to reach the light. That's what I did. After 12 years of recovery in sex and love addiction, I finally found my soulmate, myself. Please join me in my novel, Secret Life of a Hollywood Sex and Love Addict, a 4-time bestseller on Amazon. It's a brutal, honest, raw, gnarly ride, but hilarious at the same time. Check it out now on Amazon. Welcome to Secret Life Podcast. I'm Brianne Davis-Gantt. Today I'm pulling back the curtains of all kinds of human secrets. We'll hear about what people are hiding from themselves or others. You know, those deep, dark secrets you probably want to take to your grave, or those lighter, funnier secrets that are just plain embarrassing. Join me each week as we take a deep dive into one subject matter, exploring the how, what, when, where, and why of it all. Get ready for a more focused, more revealing journey of the human experience. This is Secret Life, and I'm excited for you to join the ride. Today, we are talking about, dun, 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 enabling addicts. Yes, people just love to enable addicts. And I just wanted to do this because I do work with a lot of addicts. I am an addict in recovery myself. And so I help people get through the toxic relationships, but also toxic relationships not being just sex, enabling an addict family member or a friend or the partner. So I just wanted to do this episode because I know a lot of people struggle with how do I help addicts? How do I help them get help? And the one thing people mostly do is they enable more than they actually help. So what is the description of enabling addicts? Enabling is not caring for an addict. It's actually avoiding emotional discomfort within yourself. You're feeling discomfort. That person is out using or being manipulated, and you feel discomfort, hoping that they don't hurt themselves, hoping that you could it's actually a power move, I believe. It's the same thing as when I talk about narcissists and codependent. They both are about power. And so when you enable an addict, you are thinking you have the power and control to fix this fucking person, and you can't. When an addict is in their disease, they don't want you to try to fix them. They are going to do what they're going to do no matter what you do. So if you abandon yourself and enable them, you're trying to have power and control over them in a very manipulated, I'm trying to help way. So enablers enable for their own relief. The relief having to not watch that addict spiral out, not watch that addict hit a bottom. So it's you. Your enabling is trying to fix your feeling, your relief. Addicts use it for the same reason. They also do their shit to get rid of their feelings, right? They're in their addiction to get rid of their feelings. This is why addiction is called a family disease, because families don't like to be uncomfortable. Families don't like conflict. Families can't handle when a family member is hitting a bottom. And I'm trying to go, let them hit the bottom. You can't do anything. You are abandoning all of your own stuff and trying to have power and control over this person to help so they don't hit a bottom when bottoms are necessary for addicts. And a recovery only happens when one person leaves the dysfunctional family and gets help. So even sometimes when the addict comes to me and says, I'm struggling, it's the family system that enabled the addict to still be in their addiction. So if the family says, bye-bye, figure it out yourself, addict, we're just as sick as you, we're going to go work on ourselves because I don't want to be as sick as you because we're sick. that person then will get help. So if you are out there enabling a family member, a partner, a parent, whoever, and they are in their addiction, I want you to go, wow, this is me actually trying to control and manipulate them out of the goodness of my heart, because I don't want to feel this discomfort or irregulation with their disease. That's about you. So here are the signs of enabling. You routinely do things for a loved one that they can do for themselves. So you do things for that loved one. So if that loved one is old enough to get a job, instead of making that old one get a job, you keep giving them money. You worry or feel highly anxious about what your loved one is doing or not doing. Why aren't they getting help? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? And you're constantly having worry and anxiety about it. You lie and make excuses for your loved ones, harmful behavior or poor excuses. So listen, a lot of addicts have trauma. They have all types of trauma, and it's a genetic disease. But the trauma definitely makes you feel like, oh, they're only doing this because of their trauma. That's a choice. I am an addict in recovery. My husband's an addict in recovery. You make choices. And I love there's the little thumbs up sign. You make choices. And they have a choice, and they're choosing not to get better because right now they don't need to. It's too comfortable in their discomfort. You minimize or deny problems. You constantly put your loved one's needs before your own. So you'll give them the money. You'll go bankrupt. You'll say you're not going to do something, then do it. Okay, you feel anxious if you don't help or rescue. So then when you finally hold that boundary, there's all that anxiety. You feel responsible for the loved one's choices and problems. You feel resentment towards the loved ones because you're working so harder than they are. So even if the family gets therapy and that loved one doesn't, there's resentment because we're over here doing all this work and you're still acting out. But how are you still contributing to that addict acting out? What are the boundaries you haven't kept? What are the boundaries you haven't set that you need to set? And I'll go through some of them for you. You feel sorry for loved ones because they've had a hard life and you're afraid to let your loved ones fail or get in trouble. And that's the thing. People don't change until they fucking have to change. And one of the have to change for an addict is they hit a bottom. And that bottom's important because that's the moment they get to go, I'm going to Shawshank and crawl my way out of this shit because I don't have anybody else to manipulate or fix it for me or give me money or bail me out of this situation. That's why a lot of addicts, they have incarceration, the bottom of the barrel, homeless, living nowhere, living on the street, or death. Those are the ways they have to hit a bottom. So you get a choice, they get a choice in that moment, but if you keep helping and enabling them, they're going to keep doing what they're doing. So here's how you actually steps to stop enabling. Empower your loved one. Say, you got this. You can do this on your own. You're an adult. Or I can't help you with this. It doesn't help you anymore. And you are the one that has to fix yourself. Stop making excuses for them. Stop taking over their responsibilities, like calling the doctor, paying for a doctor, making excuses that they had such a hard life and you got to make it easier on them. No, set and stick boundaries. Put your needs first. Ask for help. Be honest with yourself and your loved one who is struggling, and hold yourself accountable. You are accountable for the enabling. You are part of the disease much as that person that's using. So people think, how can I actually support, right? Number one thing, you enable them by giving them money. If they ask, if they beg, if they plead, if they threaten, if they say that they're going to starve to death, or they're going to lose their apartment, or they will do anything to get money. So instead of giving money, give them food. Give them food. Take them to a restaurant. Say, you want to meet me for food? I'll buy you some food and we can talk. Only give them food. Do not pay for their car. Do not pay for their car insurance. Do not pay for their gas. While they say, I have to get to work, I have to get to school, she's also using that, or he's using that to get their supplier, to get their needs, to get that toxic love hit. And addicts love cars because they can go anywhere and they can peace out, and it's very dangerous to support the car. So instead, offer I will help you get therapy. I will help you with treatment. Listen, if you've done a lot of treatment and you've paid for lots of treatment places, there's that, you stop. They can old school it like Mark and I did. We didn't go to a treatment place. We went to 12-step meetings. Mark did an outpatient program. It's like you can find solutions and places and state-run outpatient programs to do it yourself. Stop paying for their phone. I'm going to repeat that. Stop paying for their phone. You want to stay in contact with them because it gives you comfort. But what you're actually doing is you're giving them more access to toxic people and behaviors and where they get their alcohol or their drugs or the prostitute they're with. You are the one contributing with the phone. You are allowing them to even get high with that phone because that's how they escape with that phone. Instead, like I said, give them treatment. You answer their calls from other numbers that you're not paying for. Always try to answer their calls, but not late at night. Not late at night. I always say if it robs you of sleep, you do not answer the phone at night because a lot of addicts go into their addict behavior at night. They'll call you. They'll want to talk to you. They'll tell you all these lies, how good it is. They'll actually even call you and be like, bail me out. And it's like, no, because the next one is never bail them out of jail. Never bail them out of sticky situations. That is good for them. Bailing them out of jail, bringing them home, trying to help them, getting them to have a ride helps them, and it doesn't make them hit a bottom. You are rescuing. No more rescuing. Okay. Treat addiction like it's a disease. They can stop, but it's very hard to stop. So you can't get angry or pissed off or upset anymore, and enabling them and then them going out and using is going to make your nervous system go skyrocket. Your anger goes skyrocket. And then you are going to come conditional. I did this for you. I just did this for you and this for you and this for you. And then they even get more angry. It's a disease. They are sick. Whatever they tell you, not probably true. And you need to stop taking it personal. They use everybody. I used everybody. Mark used everybody. That's what addicts do. And you can't take it personal, but you have to stop enabling it and giving and giving and giving and giving, because that's when it hits you in your wounds. If you take yourself out of it, you don't have that emotional hit. You can be like, they're sick. Yep. They used again. They're sick. They don't want to get better yet. They don't want to do the treatment. They don't want to take the medicine. The medicine is therapy. The medicine is rehab. The medicine is 12-step meetings. There are things to help addicts thinking to stop using, and they don't want to take their medicine, so they're sick. And you keep throwing shit at it and money at it and material stuff and rescuing them from the bottom. You are just as sick. So stop in your sickness. And lastly, do not pay or provide a place to live. Do not give money for rent. Do not give money for utilities. Do not give a hotel room. Do not get a room in your home. They will use and bring the drugs there, the alcohol there. And one day, guess what? The shit hits the fan. So do not do those things. But you answer the call. You offer treatment if you can afford it and you haven't done it 800 times. You have them seek a professional. You give them food when they are hungry or meet them somewhere to eat and pay for it. And know that they are sick, they're in their disease. And there's nothing you can do when an addict wants to be in their disease. There's nothing you can do. And you have to surrender that and be okay to sit in your own nervous system and work on yourself and your attachment to them being better and focus on you. So that's my tips for today, working with so many addicts. And the only time an addict gets help is when an addict decides to get help. So you sticking around waiting for that to happen, not healthy for you. That's why you have to usually take distance, have boundaries. And if they're crossed, you take more distance and you keep protecting your serenity and peace, hoping that one day you're a healthy mirror for them to finally get help. And you are not enabling the cycle anymore. Thank you for listening to Secret Life Podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know your thoughts. Send them my way to secretlifepodcast@icloud.com. Until next time. Thanks again for listening to the show. Please subscribe, rate, share, or send me a note at secretlifepodcast.com. And if you like to check out my book, head over to secretlifenovel.com or Amazon to pick up a copy for yourself or someone you love. Thanks again. See you soon.